Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the MetaStellar YouTube channel. My name is Maria KOROLOV, and I'm the editor at MetaStellar. And back with me today is AMIRA LOUTFI, our reviews editor. Hi, AMIRA.
Hello.
Every Friday, AMIRA and I read the top 10 free sci-fi and fantasy books on Amazon. Or at least we try to. We don't always get too far into them. I mean, there's a lot of books to read in one day. Today's list of free books has space battles, lots of sexy aliens, dragons, magic, wolf shifters, as always, and a demon hunter. The link to the article is in the description below, so you can read the full reviews. For those of you who are new to our channel, MetaStellar is an online magazine of speculative fiction. We publish original short fiction, reprints, excerpts, essays, and lots of book reviews. All the content is always free for our readers, and we are able to do this thanks to our Patreon supporters. Thanks so much, guys. Again, the link is in the description below. So let's get started. Oh, the first book is mine. I read this one, Firefight. Let me make that bigger for you guys. Did that make it bigger? No, it did not. There it goes. Third time's the charm. Okay. I'll figure out Zoom eventually, I swear. All right. So here's the book. And it's the first of 5 books in the Fire Planet's Saga Space Opera series. The rest of the books are $4 each, and they are not in Kindle Unlimited. So since I do have a Kindle Unlimited subscription, it's $10 a month for all you can read. I tend to prefer books that are in Kindle Unlimited. The fact that this one is not is a little concerning, but if the book is good, maybe I'll stick with it and buy the others. And the book is really good. Lots of action, lots of battles, fast-paced, fun, memorable main characters with tragic backstories. The female protagonist is a spaceship pilot and a smuggler, and there's a lot of daring do and explosions and battle scenes. Definitely a keeper. I don't have any complaints about this book. It's everything I want in a weekend read. And I've got some time off planned for this weekend and next week, and I will definitely be reading this book. So let's move on to the next one. And this one, Braxx AMIRA read. And it is the 6th of 7 books in the Draconian Alien Mail Order Brides romantic sci-fi series. The rest of the books are $3 each, and they're not on Kindle Unlimited. They are set in the same intergalactic data agency universe as the Alien Castaways series, which we reviewed back in June. So it's a popular genre, sex with aliens. What did you think of this book, AMIRA?
I thought it was pretty good. It's a character-driven romance where the female protagonist has to overcome her own internal baggage in order to accept love. Love with an alien. Aliens come to Earth because there aren't enough females on their planet, and they're using an intergalactic dating service to do it. They probably won't be back, though.
Oh, why not?
Maybe just because I'm still reading Dune.
Okay. All right. Let's go on to the next book. And this is a box set, the Everwitch Chronicles Collection 1 by Kit Bladegrave. The first 2 books of a 5-book series of young adult paranormal romance books. The other books are $3 each, and they are not in Kindle Unlimited. AMIRA, you're the one who read this one. What do you think?
Well, I thought it was pretty interesting. It is about a teenager, a young woman who's taking care of her brother, who then discovers that she's a witch and has to go to magic school. But the story does take a really long time to get going, and for me, I felt like it was dragging a bit.
So you're not going to come back to it?
No, definitely not.
All right. Next up, we have Oh, this book, Sense and Scent Ability by Renee George. I read this book back in June. So this book has been on this list before. There's 5 books in a series. The other books are $5 each, and they're not in Kindle Unlimited. The 5th book is scheduled to be released at the end of this month. So I love this book. It's a cozy mystery about a woman who runs an aromatherapy shop and has psychic visions. Her best friend is accused of murder. There's a handsome detective, and she has to prove her friend's innocence and, you know, hook up with the handsome detective. It's a story I've read a million times, and I love it each time. So I finished this book. I haven't read the other ones in the series because they cost money and I'm cheap. But definitely, I highly recommend this book if you like cozy paranormal mysteries, and it would be an excellent holiday read. All right. So the next book is, oh, I also read this one, Archibald Locks and the Bridge Between Worlds by Darren Shan, the first of 6 books in the Archibald Locks series for middle school readers. The rest of the books are between $1 and $2, and they're not in Kindle Unlimited, but the price is really low. So it's basically an Alice in Wonderland or a Narnia kind of book where a kid is going into this magical world. And the kid is Archibald. He lives in London. He's outside walking to school. He's thinking of skipping school when he sees a girl being chased by 2 creepy guys all in white, and she escapes from them by creating a magic portal and jumping through it. And he gets the portal back open again and jumps in after her, and then like tracks her down in this magical world and wants to accompany her on her trip. And so he's got some like issues at home. He's kind of running away from from a tragedy. So there's kind of motivates him to embrace this new magical thing and this new magical power that apparently he has to open portals. So it's pretty cool. I mean, Darren Shan is a great writer. I've read a lot of his other books and I love them. I'm not in the mood though for this one. It's a book about a kid. I've read his books like a few years ago, back when my own kids were little, and I bought them for them and read them as well. So I don't think I'll be finishing this one, but I recommend it highly, and it was a very, very interesting read, and really strong, likable characters. And the next book, AMIRA read, Fate of the Wolf by Amelia Shaw. Here's the picture of the cover. It's the first of 5 books in the Pack Loyalty Paranormal Romance series. The rest of the books are $3 each, and they are not in Kindle Unlimited. And AMIRA, what did you think of this book?
I think it's really great for people who love a shifter romance. It starts off with Olara, who is working a shift at a bar when her ex shows up to tell her that her father is dying, and her father is the head of a wolf shifter pack. She's also a shifter, but she left her pack years ago when her ex broke her heart, and now he wants her to come home with him to save the pack.
That's a pretty strong beginning. Are you going to finish reading it?
Probably not.
No.
I'll be surprised if I really come back to it. But I think there were 2 books in this week that I'm likely going to come back to. Yeah, we'll get to it.
Maybe it's this next one. No, that's mine. Loving Captivity. I'm the one who read this one, and I'm definitely not coming back to it. So Loving Captivity is the first of 4 books in the Human Pets of Talon romantic sci-fi series. The rest of the books are $4 each, but they're all in Kindle Unlimited. So if you like books about alien romance and you have Kindle Unlimited, it's a great deal. So the female protagonist is a slave on an alien planet, and she's been a slave since 16. And she's now up for auction, and nobody wants to buy her except for a particularly nasty brothel owner. But there's another alien around who is very lonely and wants to have a human as a pet. And the book switches between their points of view, so they're going to end up together. The book is readable. So I'm ashamed to say of that. It is readable, and the characters are appealing, but the premise creeped me out. The whole idea of slavery and falling in love with your captor. I know this is a fantasy, and this is kind of like what people would not want to happen in real life. That's why they're reading a fantasy book about it. We don't, necessarily want to be, international assassins or whatever, but those are fun escapist books to read. So I can see why people might like this. But to me, the premise kind of creeped me out. But it is readable. And if I was trapped in a cabin with nothing to read but this book, I would read it and I'd probably enjoy it, but I'd be embarrassed to admit it later. So, and speaking of aliens in slavery, the next book on the list is called Gladiator by Anna Hackett. The first of 12 books in the Galactic Gladiators romantic sci-fi series. The rest of the books are $1 to $4 each, and they're all in Kindle Unlimited. So there's the cover there. And Amira, you're the one who read this one. What did you think?
Well, firstly, I'm kind of shocked that there are 12 books in this series. I didn't realize that. But I really liked it. So it is about a space engineer who's working on a station near Jupiter, and suddenly there's an incident, and she has to rescue her best friend who's been blown into space. So it has a really great beginning with very strong world building. And eventually, according to the description, she's going to be sold into an intergalactic gladiators arena where she falls in love with her gladiator boss and wants to rescue him from the other evil aliens. So this is the one that I loved. I will definitely come back. And the second one that I loved, I think that was going to be the next one, the 9th.
The Way Out?
Yeah, so I'm not going to be coming back to that one, actually. So there's only one from this week that I'm definitely coming back to.
Okay, so the other one that you were talking about was the next book on our list, The Way Out, which is the first of 2 books in the Forbidden Minds sci-fi thriller series. The other book is $7 and is not in Kindle Unlimited. So, and you say you're not going to be coming back to it?
Yeah, I won't come back, mainly because it was just too stressful, even though it's definitely very interesting so far. I read like the first maybe 3.5 chapters or so. It was impressive, but too stressful. So the world is set in the future where the government forces women to get contraceptive implants. One of the protagonists is a poor farmer with an illegal child, and her rich neighbor's daughter sees her with her son. So it is intriguing and it's fast-paced. But yeah, I won't be coming back to it though.
And I read the last book on our list. Let me pull up the picture here. The Unlikable Demon Hunter by Deborah Wilde. The first of 7 books in the Nava Cats urban fantasy series, which you could probably guess from the cover. The rest of the books are between $4 and $7 each, but they're all in Kindle Unlimited. Score. Because I love this book. This is definitely, so I'm going to finish reading the first one with the space battles and this one. So the book starts out with Nava, who's a party girl. She still lives at home with her parents. She's coming back home hungover after a random hookup. She stumbles into the house, grabs a decanter of wine, chugs it back, looks up, and she's in the middle of a ceremony. Her twin brother's induction ceremony into the Brotherhood of Demon Hunters. And her parents and her brother and there's a rabbi there to do the ceremony. They're all looking at her horrified. when she spits out this wine and then she throws up on the rabbi. And so really fun beginning. And to make a long story short, she winds up becoming the demon hunter because the ceremony, goes wrong, and nobody's happy about it because she's like, all she does is just, go to parties and get drunk. And her brother is really hardworking and has been training all his life to become a demon hunter and is a straight A student and everything. And so nobody's happy about her becoming the chosen demon hunter. I love this book. It's a super strong beginning. It moves along very well. The characters are so much fun. I think this will make a great holiday read, and I'm totally expecting to finish it next few days, and I'm really looking forward to it. All right, and that was this week's top 10 best-selling books on Amazon. And before we go, I want to thank our Patreon supporters again, because you guys are awesome. And if you like this kind of content, please support our channel by hitting like and the subscribe button. Your support helps pay for original fiction. All the money we raise on Patreon goes to pay the writers of the short stories that we publish on the site. The link is in the description box below. What did you think of these books? Have you read any of them? Do you want to read any of them? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks, everybody, and have a great, well, if we don't see you again, have a great holiday season. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.